what is physical location of feelings?
So the physical location of feelings, I call it PLOF, is the part of our body that gets activated when our brains or our feelings become anxious, or we feel vulnerable, or we feel scared in any way. The brain signals that part of the body. That part of the body tries to get us out of that, whatever we're in. So it's very much rooted in the limbic system, the really ancient part of the brain. It goes back to everything is great or everything is dangerous. And it doesn't understand that there's a middle range where it's not great or dangerous, but it's just a little bit tense, a little bit uncomfortable, but that's where growth happens. Everyone has a physical location of feelings. Many of us do not know what it is because we've been taught over time to diminish it and to not listen to it. So an easy trick is if you do anything that calms the central nervous system, such as mindfulness or breathing, deep breathing or meditation or anything like that, check in with where you're feeling that in your body. Or if you, next time you're in a stressful situation or an even slightly uncomfortable situation, look for where you're feeling it in your body, because it's always signaling to us. And it starts off very quiet, but it's had the privilege of deciding a lot of things for us. And we want to take back that control.
I think it's so interesting, because my assumption before I read your book was that everybody has the reaction I do. Like, I can feel my heart rate increasing. Like, I feel like my blood pressure just keeps doing that. But you told the story of a kid that I loved who didn't exactly know where his location was, but he acted it out for you.
Yeah, so he kept kicking things and kind of shuffling his feet and kind of knocking things with his shoes, not hard or anything like that, just like when a kid's kind of looking down, shuffling their feet. And I asked him what his feet would say to me if they could talk right now. And he said that I'd like to kick someone. And so that's his physical location of feelings. It shows up for him in his feet. I know another student that was kept doing kind of hand movements. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get it. And I was like, what would your hands say? And he was like, that I want to squeeze someone. So for him, it's the hands. It can be as distance as our feet, and we don't think about listening to that part of our body. And interestingly, he's in college now, and one of the things he told me was that he noticed that he often wants to walk out of rooms when things are difficult, and so he's linking that together.
Wow! So his feet really do the talking. That's amazing.
Not surprising. He's a college soccer player.
So what happens when we get to the point, which I think probably isn't so challenging right now, like you just pay attention to it and you'll recognize where it is in your body. What do we do with that information?
So then we need to think about ways to help to calm it, help to take care of it. We know that in self-care, and during COVID, self-care became kind of it felt like a demand, like, don't forget self-care. And a lot of teachers were like, I can't do that. Yeah. So, want to think about when we're engaging in self-care, we often stop after one or two things, and we need to do more and think about all of our senses. So we know that if we think about the things we like to wear or hold in our hands, that's texture. If we think about what we like to drink and what we like to eat, of course, all of those, but then we want to think about temperature, the temperature around us and the temperature of food or drinks, because all of those send signals to our brain that we're taking care of ourselves. And then we can consolidate them and make like a little kit to bring with you. So for example, one of the tastes I love is citrus, anything sour. I love anything sour. And I know that that's also a smell that helps me to feel comfortable. So I have on my desk a little thing of lemon oil. And right before this interview, because I get nervous, I put it on my hands and gave myself a smell of it. And then I'm also drinking lemon tea. Both of those things are alerting my taste, the sense of flavor, temperature, taste, smell, and I'm signaling to myself that I'm taking care of myself. And none of these things are going to fix everything, but anytime we can add one new piece to our repertoire, the better off we are.